Peace everyone, this is Hip Rock here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a discussion on my first hip hop album that I bought. It's going to be a rant on 50 Cent also. And I got my Goodwood necklace on. Comment below if you got one of these. I'm bringing it back. I spent money on it. I said, why not? I know they were, these were hot in the day, but they went out of style, and now I'm bringing it back. I also want to say, if you're watching this, let me know what was your first hip hop album that you bought, okay? My first album was Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent. It's a classic. I think 50 Cent is very good at writing songs, hits. He's very good at writing catchy hooks. Hate It or Love It, In the Club, 21 Questions, I Get Money, but that's a sample. It's not a written hook. What else? Candy Shop, Just a Little Bit. You know 50 Cent. It's no secret. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss the first time I listened to 50 Cent. Now, it's embarrassing to say this, but I didn't even know what a metaphor was at the time when I was listening to 50 Cent. And I remember hearing him say, oh, he's a soldier. And I'm like, oh, not only is he a gangster, but he's also a soldier. Mario, you hear that? I was like, he's a soldier too? So I didn't know what was going on, okay? I was listening to it, I had no idea. And I remember the slang, I didn't know the slang. There's a part in the club where 50 Cent says, I mess with Dre. I'm censoring it for YouTube. I don't want to get my video pulled down. But he said, I mess with Dre, okay? And I was like, you know what I'm talking about, the lyric in the club. He says, he said, I mess with Jay, I get plenty of groupie love. And I was like, is he gay? You know what I'm saying? I said, is 50 Cent gay? Or is Dr. Dre gay? And I know Tupac said that Dre was gay, so that only made things worse. That only made matters worse. I didn't know. I was like, are you gay, my nigga? Did you just admit that you're gay? And I had no problem. I said he's 50 Cent. Maybe he's a gangster and he doesn't care. I don't know. No disrespect to any gays out there. Okay, you do what you gotta do, man. I have nothing to do with that, man. You do you. But I also remember the Ja Rule beef. Like, once 50 Cent came out, people completely forgot how popular Ja Rule was. Ja Rule was running the charts. He had all sorts of songs. The song, what was it called? Was it New York? With Jadakiss and Fat Joe. That track was big. That was a New York anthem. And 50 Cent decided to diss Jadakiss and Fat Joe after seeing him appear in the video with Ja Rule. And the beef was ridiculous. The beefs that 50 Cent was starting, he just was beefing with everyone in the industry. It was just ridiculous, really. And I want to say that, the beef he had with D Block was one of my favorites. There's an underrated diss track no one talks about, because I feel personally that D Block won that beef with G Unit, okay? I've heard Sheek Louch's diss tracks towards 50. I've heard J Hood's. I've heard Styles P. I've heard Jadakiss, Checkmate. There's a track called Shots Fired. It's underrated. It's a diss track to 50 Cent. Check for it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I've listened to it. It's one of the greatest diss tracks I've ever heard in my life. I think it's underrated. No one talks about it. I heard it on a mixtape. This is during the mixtape era. If you weren't around during the mixtape era, you missed out. That was one of the greatest periods in hip hop. I'm telling you, artists were really throwing darts. Okay? Swords were sharpened. Okay? So you have people saying now, what's it? 38 Special. He's talking about how Jadakiss he smoked him. Jadakiss was nice on mixtapes, you know. Anyhow, so check that song out. Shots Fired. I'll put the link in the description to the song. It's a diss track to 50 Cent. So let's see, where am I now? I'm losing track. I know 50 Cent also dissed Cameron. That one was lighthearted. Cameron didn't take it too seriously. Let's see. I remember I was a hater because 50 Cent was pretty popular. Like when he came out, dissed Ja Rule. Ja Rule fell off. You know, he was on top. Ja Rule fell off. Pause. Ja Rule fell off, and then 50 fell off eventually. He fell off. I remember Kanye West released Graduation, that album, and he was competing with 50 Cent. And I felt like, you know what? I was a hater. I became a 50 Cent hater because he wasn't lyrical enough for me. I didn't see why I was listening to him anymore. So I decided to buy Graduation instead of 50 Cent's album. And I bought Graduation and I never regretted it. Graduation was one of the greatest Kanye West albums I ever heard at the time. It's the last Kanye West album I actually listened to. And let me know in the comment section what you think about Kanye West albums. Like, for me, that was the last Kanye West album that I listened to. Since then, I haven't listened to Kanye West. I feel like he's become a megastar. He's bigger than what he was then. I couldn't have predicted that he would become this big. I knew he was good. Like College Dropout was a good album. It's a classic. But I never predicted, that people would obsess over Kanye and he would become this media sensation. With the Kardashians and all this other stuff. Kanye West is just taking it to another level. The Yeezys. I could have never seen that. I never predicted that. But anyhow, let's move on. So what else? I also like the beat 50 Cent had with The Game. I remember The Game would say G-U-Not, and I heard that 50 Cent, I heard this on the low. 50 Cent actually paid The Game to stop saying that. Because I always wondered what happened with the beef with him and Game. Like, at some point, The Game stopped throwing shots at 50. And I wondered, why did The Game stop? Because he had built momentum. The Game was getting popular. He put out the documentary, he put out The Doctor's Advocate, and then he put out LAX, which was the last Game album that I listened to. And The Game was scorching hot, And for some reason, he just stopped dissing 50 Cent. He stopped the campaign, which was the G-U-Not campaign. And I feel he hurt 50 Cent with that campaign. And The Game was just lyrically better. The Game is more lyrical than 50 Cent. That's a fact. Deadly, I'm sure you would agree with me on this one. The Game is just better than 50 Cent, lyrically. In terms of dissing, The Game would wipe 50 Cent. 50 Cent can't do 300 bars and stuff like that, like The Game be doing. But anyhow, let's see. Now let's talk about 50 Cent. He had the mixtape. He was very good with the mixtapes too. He wasn't lyrical on the mixtapes, but he was strong arming the industry with a lot of G-Unit mixtapes, rapping over a lot of popular instrumentals, beats, and that's how G-Unit popped. They were mixtape gangsters, and I remember when 50 Cent came out, when I went to buy the album, the main reason I bought Get Rich or Die Trying was not because I thought 50 Cent was the most greatest lyrical rapper ever. It was hearing the news that there's this rapper who got shot 9 times and survived. And he wasn't shot like in his 9 times in his vital organs or anything like that, It wasn't like that, So when I heard that, it made me think this guy's like Superman or something. I know when Tupac got shot, that was a big deal. Now 50 got shot. Everyone was like, "Yo, who is this guy?" He got shot 9 times. He signed with Eminem and Dre. He's got this song in the club. It's in the club. It's in the clubs everywhere. It's a hit. Everyone's listening to it. I remember people wearing do-rags. I was in Africa at the time, actually, and I remember I pulled up to this what you call it, shopping mall, and dudes showed up in do-rags, and they were playing 50 Cent in the mall, and it was just, people wearing Echo and Fat Farm. It was just, it was just a period where people were listening to 50 Cent a lot, and that's what people did. Like one of my friends once said, what we did back then, we wore Echo and listened to 50 Cent. R.I.P. to my friend. He's the one who said that to me. I found that that was a good point that he made. So anyhow, yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so. I'm just looking at my notes here, so don't mind me. I'm sorry for wondering why I'm looking. Yeah, it's just I had a lot to say, but I think that's everything. So, Get Rich or Die Trying. Let's have a discussion. Let me know what you think about the album. What's your favorite tracks? I don't know what my favorite tracks are from the album. I think the whole album is good. It's good from start to finish. I don't think I have a favorite track on there, I think 50 was smart when he said, it's your birthday in the club. Instantly, everyone on a birthday, they play that song, Even on my birthday the other day, I was asked, should we play in the club? And I said, no, it gets played too much. But, 50 was smart for that. That was a smart business move, man. It gets played now. So anyhow, I've rambled long enough. If you've managed to get through the video up until this point, thank you for listening. I'm going to disappear now. Mario, you have anything to say? Nah, Mario ain't got nothing to say. So I guess I'll leave it at that. You guys take care. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it should be dope too. So let's have a fun discussion in the comment section. Let me know, did you rock Goodwood? Did you get Rich or Die Trying? Have you heard let me know when you go listen to the Shots Fired track by Styles P and Jadakiss. Let me know what you think about that track. Let me know. I really want to know. I think it's underrated. Okay, so that's all I have to say for now. You guys take care. Thank you for listening. Yeah, and as I always say, peace. This is Hip Rock signing out. Peace and love.